Welcome to Bluff City Birdies, where we just come and meet and just talk about golf or whatever sports are going on. Today we have Coach House with us, Kiefer Thompson and Pierce, and me, Jackson Proctor. Um, Today we wanted to talk about, the US Open since it just finished yesterday. But let's be honest, guys. Did y'all watch it this year?
Yeah,
Did you
I
watch it, Coach?
watched I watched Bryson choke on the second day.
That's three missed cuts, dude.
I
four.
watched I
Um,
watched all 4 days. I watched probably more than I should have, yes.
It's four missed cuts, by the way.
Four.
Not for
Yeah,
majors.
Not I
yes,
meant
it is.
majors. If it's
It is. He missed the Open last year.
We're talking about
Oh,
this year,
but
Kiefer.
yeah, but
Yeah,
still
but
though,
But
below.
that's four
that is
straight.
four straight.
That's four straight.
But to be fair, that's a big time gap though between the Open and the Masters.
No
You know,
excuse. He's a professional.
what do you think he's struggling with though? Do you think it's like all mental, or is his swing actually like
His
that good?
irons. If you just look at it, he's not giving himself the birdies. Like he has no chance to get birdies. His irons are just dog doo
He's
right now.
he's not as good an athlete as Pierce. He's starting to show us that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
because Pierce
right
would have made the cut.
You got that
for
right.
sure, bro. Pierce
Hey,
would
I
have.
just I just bought I just bought some new M15s, Mizuno.
Did you
Oh,
really?
did you?
Yeah.
Hey, later you come show us your Mizuno clubs if you have them near you or something, bro. Um, Dude, that wire to wire, bro. Wyndham went wire to wire this past weekend.
I
Did
mean,
y'all
not
hear about what the
really.
fans were doing?
Yeah. Well, I knew they were rowdy, but like, did they do something specific?
So every time Wyndham Clark would hit a bad shot, they would cheer, and every time he would hit a good shot, they would boo him.
Mm.
That's New York, though.
Yeah, that's just New York. And I mean, honestly, guys, do you think he really cared? Because I mean, I'm sure y'all saw his Instagram girlfriend. That's what he gets to go home to when he gets through, when he gets off the golf course. That's who he gets to go home to. So,
He could lose and still go home a winner. So
yeah,
let's
absolutely.
just take that into account.
Is that why
Absolutely.
Brooks Koepka goes home losing a lot
One,
of times?
one
I
hundred
wouldn't be
percent.
upset.
I wouldn't be upset.
Dude, Wyndham really surprised me this week.
Well, it
I
was
mean,
definitely a surprise, but I'm gonna tell you right now, after day one, and he was 6 under and had what, a 5 stroke lead at that point.
yeah, he had a lot
I
of room.
said, I said that night, he may. I don't see anybody's going to catch him. All he's got to do is play par golf the rest of the week, and he pretty much did, and he won it. So
Yeah.
It's just crazy because like Wyndham, well, I told my mom because we were watching this together, and I was like, Mom, he's got such a big lead that he can make mistakes and be okay. Because like the front nine, the last round, he was three over. But for the whole weekend, he was six under for the back nine, right? So
yes,
I knew he was going to be perfectly fine going the back nine. But man, I agree with Scotty Scheffler. That dude was an escape artist yesterday. Like actually, he was hitting some pretty good shots and putts from where the situations where he was at. I mean, what did y'all think about that? Or did you feel like he choked up a little bit?
I think he did just fine. I mean, he won by 3 shots. To be honest, I thought he was going to win by more, but I thought he was going
It's
to win by 8 or 9, but
Sam Burns came charging in, bro.
he didn't do nothing. Not
He,
really.
I think he put a little pressure on Wyndham for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, he
I
had
think
three
so.
chances in the last 4 holes at birdies to
Yeah.
really even make it tighter, and Burns couldn't pull it off.
Dude, well, the last putt looked like it was dropping in all the way. It actually went over the hole and it didn't drop in. Which brings me to Scotty Scheffler, who cannot make a putt. To save his life, bro, could not make a putt.
Right
I
now, he
mean,
can't, and it kind of reminds me of watching our boy Anderson putt. Anderson can't buy putts, and Scotty right now can't buy putts either.
yeah, but I
Well,
mean, Scotty was doing really well everything else this week. I mean, he was
oh
number
yeah,
one in
100%.
green regulations, ball striking, strokes gained. I mean, he was
Yeah, he
there's only
was
so
doing
much you
good.
can do.
I mean, that's why it's world number one. But like, the people who win are the ones who putt the least, you know, most of the time.
And
So
I mean, just make it from the fairway. Can't be that hard.
I will say, it was crazy the third day how high all the scores went up compared to the other 2 days, you know. Um, if y'all watched it, because I personally missed the third day, what was like the hardest thing y'all saw about the course that day that made everybody's scores go up? And why Scotty and Wyndham were fine, like they kept at under par or whatever. So
I definitely think it was the greens. Just
Yes,
the
yes.
way the greens were sloped on the first 2 days, they weren't cut down super low. So on usual shots on the third and fourth day that they were rolling bunkers, roll off the side of a hill, this or that, they stuck. So maybe the players were like, okay, maybe I'll hit that shot again, or I can miss there. And then the third day it was like you could not miss there, and they didn't realize that until it was too late.
Well, I think Thursday and Friday, didn't they syringe water those greens midday? And
Yeah,
And
then
it
they
rained
did.
a little
and
bit
then
too.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday they did not do that.
mhm.
So those greens dried out a lot more and
The-
actually
Yeah.
had them um, a lot faster. But I could not get over the elevation on those greens. Buddy, if you didn't stay on the green, you dropped down, it seemed like 20, 30 feet below
Yeah.
the hole on
Or
any
the yeah.
side.
Those slopes are pretty crazy. I mean, uh, I know some of those pins, if you had landed it just a tad far, it's going to roll off the back. And if it landed a tad short, it's going to roll off the front, you know, because it was kind of like Oakmont. I don't think it was as severe as Oakmont, but they all have greens that are like upside down bowl, you know, like they all like fall off right
Yeah.
here.
Total shell.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, thanks, Keith. And it's just crazy. Can you imagine putting on things like that or chipping on
I
when
mean,
they're cut like that and when they're in tournament, you know, like
Conditions.
pace, yeah, tournament conditions, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, plus they had a lot of wind on Saturday as well. I mean, the wind
Hmm.
was crazy all week.
Yeah,
You're in New York,
yeah.
there's no trees on the golf course. I
I
mean,
mean, I will say Thursday was pretty easy for a US Open. Not for like a normal course. The scores are pretty low. I think second place, if I'm not mistaken, was still 4 under or 3 under for the first day. And you know, and then Wyndham had the 6 under. So, but
yeah, but I mean, that's
right,
one guy that shot 6 under out of 4 days.
I'm just saying, like, if you look back at the scores, I mean, okay, do you
There's been some
know?
high, there's been some low scores in US Opens.
Right, but like, I
Not at
don't think,
Shinnecock though.
Um,
yeah,
I mean, the lowest 16 under is the lowest ever score for a US Open. By the way, it was held by Roy, just saying.
but I'm saying like,
Won by 8
oh,
shots.
do you want to talk about Rory this week?
I mean, he didn't do great. I mean, he lost
Yeah,
to 2 amateurs, but tough course.
dude.
how about Polston, who shot even par 4 days straight?
You talking about Keith? Is that wait? I thought that was Keith Mitchell that did that.
No, it was, I think it was,
I think it was
hold
Keith
up.
Mitchell.
Or you may,
Polston was doing good in a tournament. I don't remember which one. It was a couple weeks ago.
Poston or Poston?
Poston.
Poston.
Poston did pretty good this week.
Yeah, Poston, his last round shot 3 under. He
Yeah.
finished.
okay, so it was Mitchell. Sorry.
Keith Mitchell shot 40. He started the back, shot 41, and then proceeded to shoot 29 on the front, which was his back nine.
That's crazy.
First round. Wild.
Not bad.
Perseverance, bro.
That's bad.
I guarantee you after that front nine, after that back nine, he was just like just trying to survive and then probably helped him out. But I feel like the front nine, I mean, which is weird because the back nine was playing hard for him. But I feel like for most, or I might be tripping, but for most, the back nine was actually easier for most of those players. Or or was it just Scotty and Wyndham? But I
No,
feel
I
like,
mean, people did, I think, probably average lower on the back nine than they did the front.
why do you think that is though?
I
Because
have
it's still
no
long, you
idea.
know?
Probably
I
because the
don't
front
know.
nine's harder.
But what I'm saying is it's still long on the back nine, you know, and it still has like tough shots. Um, but you know, that's just
I mean, maybe the back just had better scoring opportunities and just more gettable holes. I mean, that just might just be how the layout is. So
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Um, so for
Who's your pick going into it? Who do you think was going to win?
for the US Open,
Yeah.
Well, he was thinking Scheffler all the way.
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
because he
okay.
glazes them like those
Oh, hold on.
no
I did
tomorrow.
not I did
Well, it's
not
valid.
think
Scheffler's the
If
number one in the
Scheffler,
world. He's the best golfer in the
if
world.
Scheffler was single, you better believe Jackson would be first in line to date him.
come
Jackson.
on, you know you would do crazy stuff for Rory, bro. Don't even play with me.
I would, and I agree. I'm
But
his number one supporter and hater at the same time.
I mean, no,
But
so
you think Scheffler's this saint that does no wrong?
I never said that. I never said that. I will say though, I didn't think he was going to win this tournament. I thought he'd get pretty close because of what he's done this whole year, but I didn't think he had a chance to win this tournament, like at all. He's not putting as good as he should be. He was actually striking the ball pretty well though for this week, like Kiefer said. I thought Rory actually did have a chance, especially the way I think the way he started out the first day looked like he was doing fine, and then just kind of ran away from him, you know. And I do give a you know, I do talk a lot of crap about Rory, but he is a good
For
player
no
and
reason.
he's a baby. But Rory is actually a good player. I didn't think he was gonna win
Maybe.
either, but I thought he had a chance. I thought this year was gonna be some rando, you know. But
Well, if you look at it, what does golf look like in the next 5 to 10 years with all these amateurs coming in? Goodness gracious.
yeah,
I thought they showed up this year and showed out, most of them. I mean, that kid from Auburn is incredible. And
Jackson
then,
Coiven.
yeah,
Miles Russell's crazy
and
too, bro.
Miles
He
Russell,
did good.
I thought that was really awesome what he did with his dad on the 18th hole. That was him, right? Miles Russell.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah.
He had his dad carry his bag on the 18th hole. He got it
Yeah, it was
okayed by.
great.
That was awesome, dude. I got goosebumps when I saw that.
You know what's crazy about Miles Russell is for him to go to the US Open, he had to qualify, right? And did you all see he had Charlie Woods as his caddy for the
Yeah.
US
Yeah.
qualifier?
hmm
That's pretty cool. No, I've been saying this for a while. Those amateurs and college players are playing really good. Their swings, I mean, I don't know about average, but like the really good ones, their swing speeds are high. I mean, they're fast. They're hitting it really long. It's all about how long they can play for, you know? Um, but I mean, they're doing clearly the amateurs are doing good because I mean they're up there with the big guys this year
Now,
at a US Open though. The
yeah, but
hardest stretch of golf.
the thing about it though, week after week after week, that's got to. I mean, Leslie said had a very valid point. Scotty turned 30 on Sunday. He looks like he's almost 40.
Yeah. Wait,
I mean, it's
yeah.
got to be a mental grind. It's got to age you
Yeah.
mentally. I mean, I couldn't imagine what those guys go through,
Can you
but
see Justin Rose? I mean, he's not that old, but he looks
he looks old.
big just
I
because,
mean, he's
yeah.
45.
It's because, like you said, that mental strain, like you getting in slumps, but it's all about you, you know, because like other sports, at least you have a team with you. Not that it's like pressure, there's still pressure, but like in golf, it is all you, you know,
Yeah.
your sponsors, like it all depends on how you do. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely something just mentally straining. It's just crazy because you'll be like, no way they're that young. But you're like, that makes sense. Anybody that's played golf will understand how frustrating it can be. So,
So, Pierce, do you think Bryson's ever going to get back to the PGA?
Yes, I don't think the live will stick around much longer, if I'm being
what
honest.
about DP World Tour though? They're making an agreement, I think, with DP World Tour, which
I I personally think PGA is going to try to keep Bryson out. I don't think they want him. I don't think the players want him. I hate it because I don't dislike Bryson. I used to. I'm not gonna lie, but I've kind of grown to like him since he's gotten on, his YouTube or all that stuff, and he's really changed his persona. His PR person has really helped him in that area, but it seems to me like that they don't want him back.
I don't know if it's that. I think it's because Bryson doesn't want to go back, and I think he's made it pretty clear.
I think it's the payday. I mean, Liv offered him so much money, and I think since they paid him so much money, he's trying to stay as loyal as possible. So if someone says, "Hey, would you come back to PGA?" You're gonna say no because if there's a small chance that Liv sticks around, you don't want them to that you don't want that to bite you in the back. I think
Yeah.
that he can definitely play for PGA again. I don't think there's any way that the PGA would have to turn him down because he's such a big name at this point and he's grown golf to such a substantial amount.
They're not going to let him back in for
It's
free. He's going to
it's
have to
yeah.
pay his
Oh
way
yeah,
back
he'll
in
have,
like
well,
everybody
he'll
else.
have
Well, it's like
And
Brooks Koepka. I mean, he came back, but Brooks Koepka's made it pretty clear he wants to play where the actual competition is. And so, and this is where, my this is just my opinion.
I'm gonna disagree with you a lot right now, but
I don't I
continue.
don't I don't think Bryson's mindset is there right now. Like to be actually
I think it's in the
competitive.
right spot.
I don't know. I mean, it could be. This is just my opinion, but I mean, even Brooks Koepka, he came back because he said he wanted to play more competition. He wanted to be back in the field again. And seeing Bryson, and he did
Hmm.
great the past years. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like this year, it just seems like his mindset is not there for the major tournaments. You know what I'm saying? Like it just it's not clicking.
I
I
disagree.
just I think it's there. He just the dial isn't all the way turned up. Like the flip hasn't switched yet. Like I feel like if he makes it past the cut, he can flip that switch and go after it. But I just don't think it's because you see he does good one out of the 2 days, and then his
Yeah.
mindset changes and he just backs off and he shoots 5 over the next day. And he was 4 over through four. He went par double double.
So
Like
you
he
think
went
it's just
par.
like you
Yeah, he went
think
par, and
yeah.
he's like, okay, I'm good now. I can back off, try to play it safe. But that's when Bryson does his worst golf, when he tries to
Mhm.
play it safe. He needs to attack the pin, he needs to attack the drives, play his game.
Yeah.
Kiefer.
Well, I think if we're being on honesty, I think his head's in the right spot. Because one, the PJ I think would actually like to have him back because he has a lot of influence on younger golfers.
Yeah.
But two, the PGA just might not be what Bryson wants to do. He just might not enjoy competitive golf as much as YouTube. Because like the PGA Tour is the gold standard of golf, but if you don't enjoy it, there's no point in being on it.
But he wants to
You know?
be competitive in majors though, right?
Yeah, but if he plays live just enough to get in top 60 of the world, then he's fine. Plus, he has already 5-year exemption from 2 years ago for all majors.
Yeah.
And if he wins another major, he'll get another 5-year exemption.
Right, but this is just
So he doesn't necessarily need it back to the PJ Tour to do what he wants to do.
well, do you think he would like John Rahm's making I think he's doing a deal with the DP World Tour, which I think could shift from Live versus PGA to DP World Tour and PGA in a different spotlight. Not as like rivals, but like it would definitely bring up the World Tour more if they did that. But I know John Rahm is trying to do an agreement, or I've heard about this, trying to do an agreement with the DP World Tour about people who are coming back from Live, of course, because he's like, he's from Spain and stuff. But if that did happen, do you think Bryson would do that or just do YouTube if he didn't go PGA?
I think he'd prefer YouTube, to be honest,
I think he has to play
because
some sort of
he
competitive
has so
golf.
much
He
freedom
would
with YouTube.
he would pay to go to PGA. He wouldn't not go play competitive golf because that's the nature you need to be in order to win a major. Because I know Live isn't the most
No,
ideal for because it's all rowdy, it's all this, it's completely different from PGA golf, but it's still competitive golf, and you need some sort of competitive golf to be somewhat in the running for a major.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
he'll run Live as long as Live's operating. But like what John Rahm's trying to do is DP's made negotiations to where he has to play a mandatory 6 events every single season to keep his status because the
Mhm.
DP World Tour doesn't operate on the same regulations as the PGA Tour does. They recognize live players and don't ban them. They might fine them, but they're finding them nothing compared to what they're making.
Yeah.
And you got to play a mandatory 6 events. And that's what Patrick Reed did. He went back to the DP World Tour. He's number 1 in the rankings, and then he gets his PGA Tour card. If Bryson were to go to the DP World Tour, he'd get his tour card within a year because he'd win everything.
I mean, I would say before the majors, he probably could have won anything, but I just don't see him doing that now. But that's just my opinion. Nonetheless,
Whoa,
though,
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
No, no.
If
If
you
he
look-
went to the
if-
if he went to
listen.
the European Tour, Bryson would dominate. No doubt about it.
he's
I don't
missed
know about
three.
I
three
wouldn't
straight
say he
cuts
would
this.
dominate, but he would definitely be within the top 5. And
I'm just saying he's not
Most
showing out
tournaments.
at all in these majors at all.
majors are completely different from DP World Tour events.
Yeah,
I know, but what
completely
I'm
different.
saying is just like I just don't see a consistency there. Like even with other players who aren't winning, you can still see a level of consistency in there. The only consistency I'm seeing with Bryson is just missed cuts. And like I said, that's just my
100%, but
opinion.
you got to think. These majors that they play are at the hardest courses. 3 of the majors change to 3 of the hardest courses every single year. The only
Mhm.
one that stays is Augusta, and Augusta, he's done great there the past 3-4 years.
Yep.
USO.
So this year could be a fluke. U.S. Open, he's won 2 of them, so clearly he's good there.
U.S. Open's at Pebble
mean-
Beach next year, by the way.
Which will probably be low. They'll probably have low scores at Pebble Beach.
They can make Pebble Beach really hard if they want to.
I
They
mean,
can
yeah,
and
it's
the greens are tiny. The greens are like
it's also really
like smaller
short
than
for
a
them.
small room.
Well, the thing about Pebble Beach is it can be tough, but also it can be very scoreable, right? I mean, it can be. We saw them
Not
at
necessarily.
2019. 2019, I'm pretty sure they were over 10 under par for winner. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, under 10 under par.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. But anyways, I wanted to swap. We don't have much time left, but we got like just a little time. I was thinking about we could talk just briefly
Yeah.
about the World Cup if y'all wanted to.
Mhm.
Since it is in our own country, what are y'all's thoughts
Let's do
about
it.
that?
I was very
England's winning
surprised.
everything.
I was very surprised off of the USA's match against Australia because Pulisic was out. He was injured the first game, but he still played pretty well. But he sat out the second game to be ready, and we still dominated. So I think that shows that we can make a serious run, and like still, even if Pulisic gets hurt again, even though he's playing again this week, that we're a serious contender.
Yeah.
I mean, USA is looking much better than they have in previous years.
I mean, we didn't even make it last
I
time.
mean-
Like we didn't even make it.
You didn't make it past the first round, but like
No,
the US
we did
winning,
not make the World Cup. Like we were not in the World Cup last time.
USA men's soccer has sucked for years. And for us to be 2-0 right now is really awesome. I've enjoyed watching it as well. But I will say this, Anderson's 2 roommates are from Britain, and they say we don't have a snowball's chance in hell.
I mean,
So-
I think you have a better chance than you ever had. But like England's winning everything.
Yes, I
England's
think
winning.
so too.
What is
And I-
up with this you stuff, Keith? You are an American, bro. What is wrong with you? What is up with this?
And if
you don't
England
have
lose,
a chance.
God forbid they lose, I'll root for America if they're still in it. But like,
But
England's
you're an
first
American,
option.
though. There's no you, it's a we. You know what I'm saying?
I am an American. You're absolutely right. But
You're
I'm
more
England's
American
winning.
than English.
He's actually
England's winning it.
50-50.
Double heritage, I guess, right, Keith?
Yeah, I'm not talking about heritage. I'm talking
Double
about where you lived
citizenship,
for
I get to make my
17,
choices.
18 years of
Just
your
saying.
life.
How about we start saying we? This is the best chance we have had in a long time. Come on, Keith, you
It's
can
the best
say it.
chance USA's had, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways.
Anyways, I definitely think
Anyways,
this World Cup has proven that Messi is the GOAT. I've always been a believer of Messi, but Ronaldo has shown his true colors and shown that he's
Ronaldo's
not a
the
team
GOAT.
player and he's not that great. I mean, he's still second
Ronaldo
best all
is the
time,
GOAT.
but
He used to
he's
be.
not touching Messi. He's not touching Messi.
well, he's 41 years old. I mean,
Messi's
getting older.
turning 39 tomorrow.
happy birthday, I guess. What do you want me to say?
Same.
Wait, so do you
Like
think
you think I care?
do
Like
you think Ronaldo is better than like overall?
I think Ronaldo as a player, yeah, is much better than
Have
is
you
better than Messi.
seen
Yeah,
have you seen him play soccer? It's awful. He tries to call his
football.
own
Yeah, I have.
players that score goals offsides because he wants to score the goal. He's ruined scoring chances all the time because he wants to score the goal. He's selfish and he's not a team player, unlike Messi.
Yeah.
Bro, Peach's face was so funny, bro. He just was like,
Like I had this debate like 2 hours ago.
Look at the stats, look at the film.
You want the stats? In my opinion, this is an opinion, right? So technically, I'm not wrong. Ronaldo is the better player. I think he's the greatest striker of all time. He's the best goal scorer of all time. I think he's better than Messi than dribbling. Now Ronaldo's had his injury, so he's not as good anymore. But like you could say the same thing. Like it's just it's hard to compare. And I don't care about awards. I really don't couldn't care less about awards. Awards can be easily rigged.
So, but who do y'all think is gonna win overall? Like who would you pick?
You know my
World
pick?
Cup.
Yeah,
The
for the World Cup.
US of the A.
That
We're winning
is
it all, baby.
that
No,
is
I'm-
crazy,
We're winning it
Pierce.
all.
I think Argentina's the
Oh.
favorite. I would have if I had to put money on it, I have to say Argentina.
We're
Who would you
taking
say,
Messi
Keith?
down.
England winning.
England?
Yes.
I think Argentina's got a shot. I'm not gonna lie. Um,
No.
but anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to our podcast. But thanks, Keith, Coach, and Pierce. I'll see y'all next week.
See ya.